You're probably already familiar with species identification keys. They use morphology-based multiple-choice branching to determine a species. Nature field cards are much different. Nature field cards predetermine what species will be discovered. They consist of species you will encounter in the area in which you live. By confining data opportunities to species of interest, the search is manageable, rapid, and accurate, and it can expand to include as many species as you desire. Nature field cards also control the vocabulary of data acquisition. They inform the application what to expect and warn the operator when appropriate. Usually technology interferes with our enjoyment of nature. But what if technology not only augmented our enjoyment of nature, but also contributed to its preservation? Let's journey through some possible collection pathways. I'll use the tastiest local invasive, the Himalayan blackberry bush, which just last week supplied me with an invasive pie. I swiped the blackberry card to lock in the geoposition, weather, date, time, etc. Depending on your equipment, nearly 30 fields will be automatically entered with a single swipe. The most important piece of information is the Internic-style card ID number and the card type that tells the program what information is collected and the intent of the card. So, swiping this species card will indicate the observer, me, found a Himalayan blackberry at this location on this date and time with these weather conditions. The data is perfectly useful. It has mapped a species. But with the swipe of another card, I could capture the phenophase and note what data collection protocols I'm using. So I play a phenology card for deciduous shrubs. If a forb title is accidentally played, the application will warn that the phenophase title does not apply to that species. Since the most advanced thing I'm seeing here is buds, I play the appropriate fob. That's more information, but I have time to take things a little bit further. In fact, I knew in advance that I'd be collecting more information, and I knew approximately what was happening up here, so I left most of my phenophase cards at home. There are 11 phenophase titles for deciduous shrubs, and I brought 3, buds, flowers, and pollen. So I play the bud card, estimate the number of buds on the plant, and use my fob cube to quantify it. Notice that I don't need to delete the last entry because Nature Field Cards overlays the most recent data augmentation atop previous data. If you make a mistake, there's no need to start over, just observe, compare, and swipe. This blackberry plot is about a mile from the closest road, so I might note that by swiping a habitat card. And the blackberry is flanked on all sides by more blackberries, so I might play a region card and map that blackberry plot. So now we have information that can be mined for wildlife food value, habitat value for birds and mammals. It can also indicate the presence of an invasive species which may be removed so that native sedges and brush might regain a footing in the area. If I swipe the image card, a picture of the asset becomes part of the record. If open flowers are being pollinated by honeybees or ripe fruit are being consumed by starlings or chipmunks, a secondary species card might be used. That's a lot of data randomly collected without viewing the mobile screen or using the keypad. And this is just the beginning for an accomplished observer. But what if I want to design cards for 4th grade students? Well, with 4th graders you want to be able to train them in 30 seconds. You want them to know that the data they are collecting is useful and won't be thrown away. You want to eliminate as many obstacles to success as possible and make the experience fun and memorable. So I'd restrict the vocabulary and include images of each blackberry phenophase I expect them to see. And here's what they'd go in the field with. Notice that a seasonally restricted card allows phenology data to be collected by simply matching the image with the species. This is an early season card. A late season card might look more like this. And yes, the final data will be exactly the same as if we were using the text-based cards with completely different fob numbers. Nature Field Cards automatically interpolate field card data into database uniformity. It is as close to magic as NFC technology. It's thinking like this that makes new perspectives possible. Here's the takeaway. Nature Field Cards intentionally limit the vocabulary of research to maintain a high level of accuracy and allow users to make many observations rapidly. They augment our enjoyment of nature while contributing to its preservation. As each of us learn, we all learn.